An air ioniser is a device that uses high voltage to ionize air molecules. Negative ions, or anions, are particles with one or more extra electrons, conferring a net negative charge to the particle. Cations are positive ions missing one or more electrons, resulting in a net positive charge. Most commercial air purifiers are designed to generate negative ions. Another type of air ioniser is the ESD ioniser used to neutralize static charge. In 2002, Cecil Alfred Coppy Laws was credited with being the inventor of the domestic air ioniser in an obituary in the Independent newspaper. Air ionisers have been used to eliminate the occurrence of Acinetobacter infections as well as reduce static electricity buildup in electronics. Ionic air purifiers. Air ionisers are used in air purifiers. Airborne particles are attracted to the electrode in an effect similar to static electricity. These ions are deionized by seeking earthed conductors, such as walls and ceilings. To increase the efficiency of this process, some commercial products provide such surfaces within the device. The frequency of nosocomial infections in British hospitals prompted the National Health Service to research the effectiveness of anions for air purification, finding that repeated airborne Acinetobacter infections in a ward were eliminated by the installation of a negative air ioniser. The infection rate fell to zero. The SARS pandemic fueled the desire for personal ionisers in the Far East, including Japan. There are no specific standards for these devices. Ions versus ozone. Ionisers should not be confused with ozone generators, even though both devices operate in a similar way. Ionisers use electrostatically charged plates to produce positively or negatively charged gas ions that particulate matter sticks to in an effect similar to static electricity. Ozone generators are optimized to attract an extra oxygen ion to an O2 molecule, using either a corona discharge tube or UV light. Even the best ionisers will produce a small amount of ozone. At high concentrations, ozone can also be toxic to airborne bacteria, and may destroy or kill these sometimes infectious organisms. However, the needed concentrations are toxic enough to humans and animals that the FDA in the United States explicitly demands ozone therapy not be used as medical treatment, and has taken action against businesses that fail to comply with this regulation. Ozone is a highly toxic and extremely reactive gas. A higher daily average than 0.1 ppm is not recommended and can damage the lungs and olfactory bulb cells directly. Consumer Reports Court Case. Consumer Reports, a non-profit US-based product testing magazine, reported in October 2003 that air ionisers do not perform to high enough standards compared to conventional HEPA filters. The exception was a combination unit that used a fan to move air while ionizing it. In response to this report, the Sharper Image, a manufacturer of air ionisers, sued Consumers Union for product defamation. Consumer Reports gave the Ionic Breeze and other popular units a fail, because they have a low clean air delivery rate. CADR measures the amount of filtered air circulated during a short period of time, and was originally designed to rate media-based air cleaners. The Sharper Image claimed that this test was a poor way to rate the Ionic Breeze, since it does not take into account other features, such as 24-hour-a-day continuous cleaning, ease of maintenance, and silent operation. The U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California subsequently struck down the Sharper Image's complaint and dismissed the case, reasoning that the Sharper Image had failed to demonstrate that it could prove any of the statements made by Consumer Reports were false. The court's final ruling in May 2005 ordered the Sharper Image to pay $525,000 for Consumer Union's legal expenses. Electrostatic neutralizer in electronics. Air ionisers are sometimes used in electronic work environments to eliminate the buildup of potentially damaging static charges on insulators or conductors. This is sometimes necessary when ground straps cannot be used. Notebook computer producer ASUS included an integrated air ioniser in the N51VF laptop. See also, dehumidifier, electrostatic precipitator, humidifier, nebulizer, references. External links. New Scientist. Air ionisers wipe out hospital infections. Do corona discharge devices alleviate asthma? NIOSH immediate danger to life or health documentation, ionic air purifiers and smog, the negative ion myth, air ion behavior in ventilated rooms indoor and built environment, 17 ppA 173 Euro 182, Fletcher, L.A., Noakes, C.J., Slay, P.A., Beggs, C.B. and Shepherd, S.J.